Join us at Mara Stadium today for the annual homecoming game, and for your pregame enjoyment, here's a Cherry Hills Cougar Marching Band. And now joining the East Band on the field is the Cherry Hill West Marching Lion
Ladies and
Band.
gentlemen, the Cherry Hill West Marching Band.
And here come the Cherry Hill West Lions on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce the Cherry
And now
Hill
here
West
come the Cougars of Cherry Hill East out on the field.
and managers. Number 21, Caleb Edwards. Number 22, Kevin Foley. Number 61, Charles Brown. Number 75, Charles Warrington. Number 74, Chris Del Rossi. Number 45, Tyler Pinney. Number 84, Bo Gray. Number 80, Steve Schmidt. Number 50, Mark Bruno. Number 65, Dave Patella. Number 22, Kevin Frickner. Number 40, Mike Binder. And co-captain number 20, Chris Croce. Also co-captain number 12, Walt Slimer. The senior players from West.
West has won the toss and will receive.
East will kick off. West will receive. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone please rise for the playing of the national anthem, the bands from Cherry Hill East and Cherry Hill West.
Start over. That was just the Cherry Hill West and Cherry Hill East marching bands performing the national anthem. And hello, we're at Jonas C. Mars Stadium for the 23rd annual homecoming game between the 7-1 Cherry Hill East Cougars and the 4-4 Cherry Hill West Lions. I'm Mike Furman, and joining me will be Andrew DeChristopher today. Andrew, this has been a fine tradition in Cherry Hill, but not necessarily so for the Lions, who have lost 20 of the previous 22 meetings. How can the Lions change their luck today?
Well, Mike, the key word for the Lions is defense. They've just got to stop Foley and the East running game of Steinberg. If they can do that, Walt Clymer, the West quarterback, should be able to put some points up on the board as he has in the past.
Now, what can we expect from East and star quarterback Kevin Foley today?
The main concern for East and Foley is that they don't overlook today's game to next week's big playoff match against Eastern. As long as they get through that, their main point will then be their offensive line. They've got to give Kevin Foley the protection and open up holes for the East running game. If they do that, they should be on their way to a handy victory today.
Well, this should be a good matchup today, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff after these messages.
Oh, I'm worried.
Why, honey? Those hunters haven't been around here in months.
No, I'm worried about your cholesterol level. I don't want you to have a heart attack.
But, honey, I'm a doc.
Heredity is only part of it. You've also got to watch what you eat, like not stuffing yourself with foods high in saturated fats and cholesterol.
Next thing, you'll want me to give up my poker night.
Watch what you eat as if your life depended on it. It does.
If you won't do it for yourself, do it for the kids.
The coach for Cherry Hill East is Charles Bo Wood, and the coach for Cherry Hill West is Isaac Smith.
Kevin Brickner.
Deep for West, Walt Clymer, number 12, and Kevin Brickner, number 42. Chris Broadbelt, number 24, will kick off for Cherry Hill East.
Chris Broadbelt.
Here we go. Broadbelt kicks it away. Clymer's going to take it at the 12. He's got a hole. He's got to the 40. He could go all the way. Climbing to the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, West Climber. Opening kickoff. West is going to the board right off the bat.
And the fans are going wild. Let's go back to this one. As you see the return man take this kick, and they get good blocking up front, and he just follows it right around left, and he's not even touched. What a way to start for the Lions.
The containment broke down, and that is one of the ways you can defeat East. Special teams. Nice run by Walt, the senior quarterback, who also plays free safety and returns kicks. The extra point try. Fake. Climber throws. Knocked down by Josh Steinberg.
Good reaction there by the East defense. As West thought they could catch the defense off guard, but East covered up and reacted well.
West gets on the board 6, East nothing. 12 seconds into this game. What an exciting start to this annual homecoming game, the 23rd annual homecoming game. This has the West crowd fired up.
That, my friends, is a big play. If they keep stuff like that up, West may just change their luck and get their first victory since 1985.
East has to keep their heads high, though. This game is very young. Plenty of time. On the kickoff, deep for East will be number 32, Josh Steinberg, and number 33, James Francis Coney. Bro Gray, number 84, will kick off for Cherry Hill West. Bo is set to kick it off. Nice kick. Steinberg at the 5. He's got some blocking. Goes to the outside, gets to the 29-yard line. Good return, 24-yard return by Josh Steinberg. And now we're going to see the explosive Cherry Hill East offense, which has been depleted by injuries this year, including star wide receiver Eric Henry, center, both two centers, one Greg Palazzo and the other Dennis Riley. But they do receive Ryan Jander, who's been hurt all year, back on the line today. They're in the I formation. Jacoby split to the near side, Peeler out to the far side. Foley fakes the handoff to Steinberg. Looks for Dwyer, has him at the 42-yard line. Got to stop Foley somehow.
Nice pass there by Foley. A little bit of play action to get the game going. Wasn't a perfect play action pass, but he got his throw right in there. And first down for the Cherry Hill East Cougars.
East sets up in the I again. This time both receivers down to the bottom of the screen. And they come with the blitz. Flagged on the play. Could be a false start. Nope, we have offsides on West. That's a 5-yard penalty. It'll bring the ball up to the 46-yard line.
A little bit of over-anticipation there by the West line.
Maybe they're too fired up. They got to keep their intensity high, but they got to keep their emotions low.
That's true, Mike. But they are excited, and so are these fans.
1st and 5 for the Cougars. Back split behind Foley, wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, both of them. Foley takes a snap. He's looking back to pass. Drops the ball. Dropped by Dwyer.
That's one that Dwyer usually has.
After he finished the first Dwyer.
Ball might be a little bit of wet. The grass is a bit damp today. But
Ground's a
I'm sure
little-
that's not an excuse for East.
And 5.
Ground's a little sticky today because it just rained yesterday.
Foley now will try to get his team back together. Keep on moving. 2nd and 5.
I formation. Foley under center. Both receivers to the bottom of the screen. They run to Steinberg. He has 45, 40. Down to the 37-yard line of Cherry Hill West. Explosive run by Josh Steinberg.
That's what I was talking about in the pregame about the offensive line. They have to open up holes, and if they do open holes like that the rest of the game, Steinberg should have a big day.
Brian Schmidt on the tackle for Cherry Hill West. Cherry Hill East, the first down at the 37-yard line. 38-yard line, excuse me, Cherry Hill West. Putting together a nice drive, East is. Foley looking to throw again. He rolls to his left. Oh, behind. Intercept. Oh, no, dropped. Almost intercepted by
Heads-up play there by 32 Steinberg as
John
the
Cook.
original
Almost
pass
picked that ball off.
tipped off of his hand and right into the hand of the West defender. But Steinberg got the quick recovery and got a shot on the West defender, as you see there, and knocked the ball away.
Good defensive
avoiding the
play on offense by
interception.
Steinberg.
2nd and 10 for East at the West 38-yard line.
Foley's under center. Only one back in the backfield. That's Steinberg. He has Dwyer. Dwyer's going backwards. He's stopped by number 45, Tyler Pinney, on a nice play.
Maybe a yard there on the play.
By Tyler Finney.
I don't know if that's exactly what East wanted to do on that play.
That
Not very
play,
productive.
that play gained no yards. It'll be 3rd and 10 now from the 38-yard line of Cherry Hill West.
38-yard line.
Foley will definitely pass on this play.
He has one running back in the backfield. That's Chris Broadbelt. He's under center now. Both wide receivers to the top of the screen.
Steinberg the flanker.
Foley looks. He sees Peeler, overthrows Peeler. Nice coverage by number 42, Kevin Brickner. And that's going to have to force a Cherry Hill East punt.
That was fine coverage by Kevin Bricker there. Had Peeler covered the whole way, and Foley just overthrew him.
And 10 for East at the West 38-yard line.
Chris Broadbelt is the punter for Cherry Hill East. And deep for Cherry Hill West is Walt Clymer.
Broadbelt back to punt.
Broadbelt's averaging 35.5 yards a kick this year, replacing the injured Eric Henry, excuse me. That's a nice punt. Fair caught by Walt Clymer
At the 8-yard line.
the 8-yard line. And now we're going to see Cherry Hill West offense for the first time today, as they did score on the special teams to open the game up.
First down, 10 to go at the old 8-yard line.
They're led by quarterback Walt Clymer in his senior year. They set up in the I formation. One receiver at the top of the screen, one receiver at the bottom of the screen. Hands off the pitch. It's number 23, Joel Correa. Stop at the 15-yard line.
Nice gain there by West.
A.J. Salvatore, junior linebacker for Cherry Hill East, on the stop.
6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Ball at the 14-yard line.
Walt's under center again. One back behind him. Two back, the 42. With the carry, that's Kevin Brickner, no gain. Stopped by a defensive line of Cherry Hill East.
John Shermer.
Kevin Brickner. The ball.
Steve Salvarian especially on the tackle.
Tackle by Steve Silverian.
3rd and 2. Big play for the defense.
3rd and 2 for the Lions.
Steve Silverian and Shermer there on the big push up the center.
They're in the I formation again.
1-2 yards.
Hand off to the fullback. Oh no, fake.
Climber with the keeper.
Climber with the keep. Will be close.
They're going to probably measure here. They will measure.
Work down by
East defense is stiffened up past 2 plays. What'd you say, Andrew?
Very much so. It's important that they stop the running game. If they don't, that'll open up a lot more opportunities for the West quarterback.
First down. Lions.
Climber, rather.
At the 18-yard line. They needed 10 and they got 10. Back split behind Climber now. 1 receiver to the bottom of the screen, 1 to the top. Climber's back to throw. He throws number 40. Michael Binder, stopped by Scott Peeler and A.J. Salvatore. Got up to the 30-yard line. That's a first down.
Short drop there by Climber and quick pass to number 40. Got himself a first down as East coverage was backed off to start the play.
Back's in the I formation behind Climber. Guess he's under center. Takes a snap. Pitch to number 23, Joe Correa. He's got a hole. Stopped by A.J. Salvatore after an 8-yard gain.
That's exactly what West wants to do. Gain yards and first down to put themselves in good position on 2nd and 3rd down. And they've done that here on 7-yard carry. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice run by Joe. He's small. He's got a low center of gravity. It's hard to take guys like him down. Climber's calling the play. He takes a snap, rolls out, a loose pressure, flips it to Joe Correa, who's stopped by A.J. Salvatore. No gain.
Watch that last play. Number 85, Chris Dwyer, got right in on the quarterback. He wasn't really having to pitch it at the very end.
Nice play by A.J. Salvatore. Made his 3rd tackle already in this young game. 3rd and 2. He got a 1-yard gain. Back split behind Climber now. He's going to pass a short drop. Oh, drops the ball. Intended receiver dropped the ball. Covered by A.J. Salvatore. Dropped by Michael Binder.
That's the same plays we saw earlier in this drive. Only this time he dropped it. The pass was a bit too low for the West receiver to handle.
And West will have to punt. Bo Gray will punt. And deep for the Cougars will be Scott Peeler. Good punt. Peeler at the 28. Goes to the 40. Oh, nice tackle by number 44, John Cook. 12-yard gain at the 40-yard line. That's where Cherry Hill will start this drive.
Might have had some room there if Cook didn't get the nice ankle tackle to trip him up at the 40-yard line. But I'm sure this East will accept this field position, 40-yard line. Not so bad.
Foley has 2 backs behind him. Wide receiver split. Goes back to pass. He's got a receiver picked off. Picked up by John Cook. He fumbles. Recovered by West. Foley just locked on to 1 receiver in that play.
Second straight big play by Cook is on the last play. He stopped Palin on the punt return, and here reads Foley's pass perfectly. As you see here on the screen, Foley goes back. Coverage is good. Pass is underthrown. And 44 steps right in front of it.
Foley's been a little sluggish up to this point so far. Now West has the ball at their own East 35-yard line. Good field position. Backs are in the eye behind Clymer. Fake handoff to Joe Correa. Clymer's going to take it on a quarterback keep. Salvatore grabs him down by the shirt. 7-yard gain, though. Salvatore's fourth tackle.
This East team overall looks somewhat sluggish today. Hopefully they're not looking past this one, as West is a formidable team on offense and defense.
Clymer's a good, elusive quarterback. He's got quickness. It's hard to stop a guy like him. Can pass well. It's his third year at quarterback. He's played quarterback off and on for the past 2 years, though. Fake pitch. Oh, Joe Correa's got running room. Oh, he barrels over Josh Steinberg. Gets to the 16-yard line. Nice run by Joe Correa.
Miller and Steinberg on the tackle. First down for the Lions.
West is moving right through East thus far, as we have 3:45 remaining in the first
Moving at
quarter.
will, too. Back split behind Clymer. Wide receivers split. One to the top of the screen, one to the bottom of the screen. Clymer inside handoff to 42. Kevin Brickner stopped for a short gain by the defensive line.
West has not had so much success running the ball up the middle, as they've been stopped by Silverian and
Mark Ritchie.
Mark Ricci up in the front defensive line.
The name we haven't heard yet for Cherry Hill East defense is Chris Griffin, their leader. He has not been in on a tackle yet. He's 113 tackles coming into today's game.
Ball to the 14-yard line.
He's the guy they need to stop the runs around the end.
2nd and 7 for the West Lions. Pitch to Correa. Correa's got an opening. Correa bows over Steinberg again, and he's tackled by a host of players at the 5-yard line. They're going to have to stop Correa because he just got a first down run.
Correa showing some good running ability as he bounces off the tackle there of Steinberg, picking up the extra yards.
First and goal from the 5-yard line. That was Chris Griffin on the tackle.
The Lions first and goal at the 5.
That is a tackle that Griffin should not have had, as Steinberg should have had the initial tackle, but just got ran right through by the West running back.
Second time that's happened today. They're going to have to stop Correa. They're in the wishbone now. A new look for Cherry Hill West. Hand off to Brickner. Brickner in the end zone! 5-yard touchdown run. And just that quickly, West is up 12-0 in this 23rd annual homecoming game.
East defense has not been able to stop the run when it has not gone up the middle, as they've been missing tackles, as they did once again there. As number 42 of West breaks through for a touchdown.
That's the one problem with Cherry Hill East defense. They're having trouble tackling this year. And now West is going to line up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going for 2.
They wanna
2
get
wide
that-
receivers down to the bottom of the screen. No pressure. And Correa out of the backfield. Touchdown. No, 2-point conversion, excuse me. And it's 14-9
open out of the
Lions.
backfield there. I don't know who was assigned to him, but there was a missed assignment. The score is now 14-0. Exactly what West wanted to get, the 2-touchdown lead.
You know, West looks more fired up than Cherry Hill East does, and it also showed in the pregame warm-ups. As West had a lot of intensity and a lot of emotion in the pregame warm-ups. East didn't show that emotion. I don't know if they're ready for this game today. I think they might have overlooked West. I mean, West almost beat Eastern a couple weeks ago. They had them 14-0 in the fourth quarter, but then faltered. Yeah, this is a good 4-4 team, and you cannot overlook this team.
It's going to be up to Coach Gray of East to get his team motivated and pick up the intensity level. Excuse me there for the error. It's Coach Wood, not Coach Gray.
Francis Coney and Steinberg deep for East. And Bo Gray will kick off for Cherry Hill West. This has not been a good quarter for the Cougars. Lions having everything gone their way so far. The second quarter, there'll be two new announcers, and we'll be joining you in the third quarter. And at halftime for the homecoming, floats. Gray kicks it. Steinberg at his 2. Steinberg up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, 30, 35. Ooh, it's the 34, 33-yard line. Had a hole there, but tackled by West.
32-yard return by Steinberg. A nice deep kickoff, but poor coverage by the West special teams.
East is going to have to do something on offense now. Let's see how good Kevin Foley is when he has to make up from a deficit. 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen, wide receiver to the top of the screen. Backs 9 formation, Foley under center. Hands off to Steinberg. Steinberg up to the 37-yard line. Nice 4 or 5 yard run on first down.
Solid run there by Steinberg, who's having a fine year, averaging 5.82 yards per carry. And he picks up 5 right there.
And John Cook comes hopping off the field for Cherry Hill West. He's been a key performer up to this point for the Lions. Foley has one back in his backfield. Wide receiver split, one to the top, one to the bottom of the screen. Fake the handoff. He has Broadbelt, the fullback. Goes up to the 46-yard line. That will be close to a first down. And it is a first down. Brian Schmidt willing to tackle.
Nice crisp pass there by Kevin Foley, something that he has not done on the previous drive. And he's got to do that for the remainder of the game to get his club back into this ball game.
Foley has two backs split behind him, and 2 wide receivers to the bottom of the screen. Under center. He's looking to pass. Nope. Shuffle pass to Steinberg. Gets into West territory at the 47-yard line.
West defense not expecting that play.
Shuffle pass to a new niche in the East offense.
Not a bad reaction by the West defense, however, as they did stop Steinberg from gaining the first down. Kept them to a 7-yard gain.
It'll be 2nd and 3 with a minute left to go in this first period. 14-0 Lions. If you just joined us, I'm Mike Furman along with Andy DeChristopher.
47-yard line.
Back split behind Foley. Foley back to pass. Has Jacoby coming across the middle. Jacoby to the 25-yard line. Nice play.
Great grab there by Jacoby. As we'll look at that one again.
Brought down by Joe Correa.
Watch your screen here as you'll see Jacoby starting to cut across the middle in between the West zone for the big gain.
Foley under center. He's got the backs in the I formation. False start on the Cougars.
Right on the play.
I believe that was number 75 on East. Jumping off, it's Ryan Jan.
This should be the last play of the first quarter. 2nd and 15 for the Cougars. Andy and I will be joining you in the third period and at halftime. The homecoming floats and Queens. Will Foley get the play off? He barely gets it off. Looking back to pass. Looking for... Oh, nice catch by Scott Peeler down to the 5-yard line. Scott Peeler is his favorite receiver. That will end the first period of play with the Cherry Hill West Lions 14, the Cherry Hill East Cougars nothing.
Peeler picked that pass right out of the air. A nice grab by Peeler as he sets up East for a first and goal at the 6-yard line. As we'll end of the first quarter, Cherry Hill West leading 14-0.
Started with a cry in the night. My baby was sick, and I was scared.
There's an epidemic in America. Babies are dying from diseases like measles.
Protect your baby. Get them vaccinated starting when they're 2 months old. Vaccinations are even free or low cost if you can't afford them.
I almost lost my baby. Don't lose yours.
Vaccinate before it's too late.
All right, sports fans. It's the second quarter. Second quarter of play. Welcome. Jonas C. Moore Stadium. Michael Ayrton along here with Jennifer Ayrton, bringing you the famed East-West Thanksgiving game, the football game extraordinaire that goes on every year at this time. If you're a West fan, it's been a banner first quarter for you. As you can see, the West fans are in full galore today. We got some pretty hefty fans out here, painting themselves purple and white with the Lion Fair. Jennifer, what do you have to say about that?
Well, I'd like to say there's a lot of spirit going on out here for West. West has really been doing great. In the first quarter, we're up to 14 for West, and East Zippo, well, I guess just isn't their day, eh?
Well, they are threatening now. I believe they're on the 5-yard line when we start up the second quarter. They've really been, they seem a little tight in the beginning of the first quarter, but looks like now they might be ready for action. All right, here we go. East now threatening. Got a run play, number 32, off the left side, and he's in for the touchdown. Cutting the lead in half. Josh Steinberg with a touchdown, 5-yard run. Josh Steinberg cutting the lead in half now. It's, well, almost in half. It's 14-6. We'll see now if East takes the extra point or goes for the 2-point conversion. As we were noticing earlier, West chose to go for 2 2-point conversions, making 1. So really, it's like they scored 2 regular touchdowns. Looks like East is going for the extra point, though, huh, Jennifer? And the kick is good. With 11:56 to go here in the second quarter, Cherry Hill West now has 14, Cherry Hill East 7. Looks like the momentum shifted a little bit, evening out here at Jonas C. Moore Stadium on a beautiful day for football. It's about 65 degrees, slightly overcast, no wind. Jennifer, why don't you tell us a little bit about the festivities that will be coming up at halftime?
Well, at halftime, we'll have the homecoming queen and a whole train of floats going on, a lot of different... Oh, here's somebody injured here. One of our West players got injured. His knee got a little bent up, but I'm sure he'll be fine.
He's walking off the field. Oh, he's getting driven off the field here, but he's put forth a lovely effort today so far, and I'm sure he's sorry to leave, but we hope he's all right, and we wish him and his family well and a wonderful Thanksgiving. Well, a couple of firsts here today. We've noticed here is Cherry Hill East-West history in this bowl. This is the first time that a brother and sister have commentated this game, Jennifer and myself. It's also, I believe, the first time in West history that a girl's been part of the East-West football game festivities. Jennifer, how does it feel to be making television history? Jennifer, how does it feel? Why don't you let everybody know?
Well, it feels great, Mike. I mean, it's nice to be part of something that no one else has done, and I'm glad I could be a part of it.
All right, there's the kickoff for East. And returning number 12, Walt Clymer, who's doing it all today at quarterback, sneaking it up and gets it up to about the 25-yard line. Walt Clymer, I believe he's a senior. This is his last East-West bowl game, and boy, he's looking forward to putting in the performance of a lifetime. Wouldn't you say, Jen?
Yes, it would. I mean, this is the last time he's going to be here. He wants to put all forth. He's holding nothing back. He's giving it all, and it's paying off.
All right, West now will start on their 25-yard line with 11:44 to go here in the second quarter. First and 10. West has pretty much done a nice even array splitting of running game, passing game. Wouldn't you say, Jennifer?
Yeah, I mean, we all hear about how great East is, and but I guess we just can't see it today. West seems to be doing their best, and they're just kicking some major butt.
Well, no matter what the score is, and no matter what the records are, when these teams get in here, it's a lot of heart and a lot of emotion, and these teams always play their best when they play each other. That's been the story over the past decade, and I'm sure it will continue to be into the 21st century. All right, it's now 2nd and 9 on that run play, 1-yard gain. All right, so here they start now on their own 27-yard line. The Lions. Wall climber drops back to pass. Looking for an open receiver. Oh, he looks like he's sacked, though, ladies and gentlemen. And the East defense putting on some nice pressure. Nice blocking in the beginning for West, but just couldn't get anyone open out there in the secondary. Good coverage for the East secondary.
That's a tough break for the Lions there, but I'm sure they'll get back in there. They'll get those yards back.
It's now 3rd down and 20. 10 minutes and 28 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. West now probably in a probable pass situation. Now, Jennifer, I know you've been talking with the players all week. What's been their emotional state?
Well, they're really psyched up for this event. They've been psyched up all week. Pep rally yesterday really got them up into a big uproar, and they're just ready for this. They're just ready to give it all they got.
All right, we had a run play there from West, and they tried to gain back, doing the non-obvious thing. Only got back about 7 of the 20 yards, though, and they're in a clear punting situation here on 4th down from their own 20-yard line. So we'll be waiting for the punt here at 9:48 left to go here in the half. Back deep for East, number 44. And here we are, we're just about ready for the kick. And it's a nice punt, end over end. Oh, he almost let it go over his head, but East looks like they're going to get pretty good field position. Although the good punt coverage team from West only allowed about a 3-yard return on that kick. Now, Jennifer, you were talking with the coach earlier in the week, and I understand special teams was the focus, something they'd be working on. What did he tell you about that? Did he say, something like special teams, we really think that could be win or lose, a couple key plays? Or what do you let us a little know about what the coach's feelings were heading into this game?
Well, they are really confident about their players. They said that they think that they're ready for this, and they think that their teams is just like the best that West ever had before in the entire history of West football, and they think that they really got a prime team this year.
Well, head coach Isaac Smith done a fine job with his boys this year. He's got a lot of sophomores, I know, and very few seniors and juniors, but he's worked with what he has. There's an incomplete pass from East. It was intended for Josh Steinberg, that pass. It was incomplete. He actually had a step on his man there, but was unable to complete that pass. Now you see number 41 there getting the signals in from the sideline for West. Defensive sets that the coaches want. Isaac Smith and his assistants, Jeff Spector, Paul McMahon, Harold Little, and Jonathan Fernie doing a fine job so far this afternoon. They've got to be pleased. East, the heavy favorite going into this game. 2nd down and 10. East dropping back to pass. Complete. Got some blockers. Oh, but almost a nice open field tackle, but there, some excellent running and nice way to get around that tackle, breaking tackles left and right there. Number 32 for East. Really doing a fine job there. Steinberg, once again, really being the stalwart today. Wouldn't you say, Jen? For East?
Yeah, I would say that, Mike. It's true. I mean, he's been out there, he's been everywhere, but West just seems to be getting their stuff out there, and it's just pulling ahead. Somehow they're pulling ahead. East was the heavy favorite, as you said earlier, yeah, but West just seems to be pulling ahead. East is doing a fabulous job, though.
All right, East sets up at the Lion 41-yard line. 8:27 to go here in the half. Looks like we had a stoppage of play on the field here. Respotting the ball. A little wiping off the ball, of course. The turf's still a little wet from the rains we had last night. But it looks like they got the field in fine shape for today's game. East sets up, run play over the middle, over the left side. First, they didn't get the first down there on the short second down yard play. The West defense looks like they've dropped in their emotional intensity a little bit, Jennifer. What do you think they're going to be able to do to perk that up?
They're going to have to psych themselves up again. They just got to get back in there. Right now it's 14-7. West is still in the lead, but they got to pull ahead once again.
All right, East sets back up again now here at the Lion 38-yard line. Back in the pocket, number 22 for East, doing a fine job at quarterback today. Oh, a little flea flicker. Slips on the turf. He's going to run with it. He's going to get nailed from behind here by number 61, looks like, but not before he gets a whole bundle of yards. Unbelievable. The flea flicker almost goes awry, but they managed to pull out some yardage anyway, getting to the line, looks like 25-yard line. And another first down. Charles Brown finally came up and made the stop there, but not before East picked up about another 10, 12 yards. Looks like the emotional intensity might be swinging just a little bit here, and it could be all knotted up if East is able to put together this drive. But we'll see what happens. So far, they've been driving for about 3 minutes here. This is the 8th play of the drive. Little run play, draw play now for East. But they only got back to the original line of scrimmage, about a gain of a yard or two at most.
Steinberg on the draw, tackled by Brock.
Josh Steinberg again on the draw play. We've been saying his name. Well, I guess we'll be saying it all day. Looks like he's one of the East favorites. Second and 8, 2-yard gain.
Number 41, Brock Atkins. Looks like he's getting a few signals from the sidelines there.
Brock Atkins, one in the line of the famed Atkins family here at Cherry Hill West. I knew both of his brothers. A fine family, athletic, academic, just a fine Cherry Hill tradition, the Atkins family. Incomplete pass there for East, so it's 3rd and 8, 6:43 left to go here and a half. For those of you who just joined us here at Jonas C. Morris Stadium, it's 14-7 Cherry Hill West, and a surprising lead right now here as we head into the second half of the second quarter. Jennifer, any thoughts as to if West can keep up this emotional intensity?
Well, they seem to be keeping it up so far. I mean, their spirit was real high. Maybe fading just a little bit, but I think they're getting it back now.
Look at this. He drops back to pass. Oh, but he just misses, just overthrows and leaves his man there. Incomplete pass. We're bringing up 4th down. Now we're going to have a decision here for East coach Charles Wood, but we have a flag on the play. Let's see what we have here. This could turn. This could be oh, it's against East. I'm sure West will decline that penalty, take the 4th down. An illegal receiver downfield has been the call. Unfortunately, East now just can't put the drive together. They are close to in-field goal range, so we'll see what the decision is for Coach Wood. Jennifer, what would you do in this situation? I know we've discussed it in the past. You've often said, try to get some points on the board. Is that your feeling here?
Yeah, that's my feelings here, too. Nothing has changed than what I thought in the past and what I think now.
West did decline the penalty, and now leaving East in a 4th and 8 situation here on the line, 25-yard line.
On the line, 25.
All right, it's 4th and 8. They line up. It looks like they might be going for it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a gutsy call here from Coach Wood. 4th and 8, and West calls time. West calls timeout. They got to reset their defenses now that they've seen what East is set up with in their line. They're going to call timeout. Smart move there by Coach Smith.
4th down and 8 yards to go. I think it is a smart move. Maybe regroup and try to figure out what to do in this situation.
Well, you know, it's actually a pretty gutsy call from Coach Wood there. You know, they have 8 yards to go for the 1st down. They must be pretty confident in their offense. Of course, you know, Ben Steinberg at QB has been doing a fine job. Of course, actually, right now, I believe it's Kevin Foley who's out there running the show. And Kevin doing it really has led them now here. It's been like a 40, 50-yard drive here, and they would hate to give it up, but it looks like East is in a strategy session over here, as you can all see, trying to figure out. There's Coach Wood and some of his assistants and some of his players, and they're going to try and figure out if they want to do the field goal here or go for it again. Try to probably, my guess is they'll try to either use a draw play or head to the wide receivers outside. Actually, Jennifer was talking to me about this before the game, and she pointed out that one of East's favorites, she's been scouting them all year actually, and she was telling me that one of their favorite things to do is fake the pass, play action, and go for the run. How did you actually come up with that analysis, Jen?
Well, I have some friends over at East, and got pretty friendly with them, and I was finding out a lot of information. They were filling me in all about their football team, and
all right, and Foley drops back to pass, complete, and he gets the 1st down and a little bit more, and almost in for the touchdown. Looks like he's just pushed out of bounds to the 3-yard line. Coach Wood looks like the man in the moment, doesn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Kevin Foley completes his pass. East fans must be in an uproar over there. They are. Take a look at them. If we can get a camera on the East fans. Take a look at them. Look at them. They're emotionally pumped. It's incredible. All there in red and white. Look at those cheerleaders just doing what they do best, getting the crowd pumped up. 1st and goal now at the Lions' 4-yard line. The Lions put in their goal line stand right here. Could be a couple of biggest plays of the second half, or the first half, excuse me. And it's a run play. Hands it off, and he's in for the touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got a 14-13 lead right now. East could knot it up with the extra point. Let's see that on the replay. We'll watch that run play there if we can catch it. Here it is. As they set up, Foley sets up for the run play here. Gets some good blocking over the right side, as you'll see. Watch the right side of your screen. He shakes a couple tackles and just gets the ball across the plane of the goal line, which he has to do. Nice run play from East, 14-13. It's going to be all knotted up here in a moment if they can convert this extra point in a different sense of style from West. East going for the traditional extra point, 1 point, and it's good. And it's all knotted up here at Jonas C. Morris Stadium, 14-14, with 6:24 left to go in the first half. But the important thing, and I think it's really could be the most important thing in this whole bowl today, is the emotional element. It seems to have swung in East's favor at this point. Jennifer, what do you think West can do to get it back?
Well, West fans especially, the fans are a big part of this. A lot of people seem to overlook them. The fans have really got to rile up and get these West players back and get their spirits high. Then they'll just push ahead, make those scores. And
there we go. We got some of the cutest cheerleader out there for the Lions. I believe she's about 8 years old today. Might be her birthday, might not be, but nevertheless, she's certainly a cutie, isn't she? And she just represents the spirit and heart of Cherry Hill. And Ace sets up for the kickoff now. Walt Clymer and number 42, Kevin Bricker, back deep to return this kickoff. Walt with a nice return last time. Let's see who gets it and what happens here. East ready for the kickoff, and here it is. Pretty nice kick. And Walt Clymer to return it. Up the left sidelines, got some blockers. If he can get by them, Walt already with an 85-yard return for a touchdown earlier today, with about a 25-yard return there.
Run out of bounds. That's Greg Circus.
Walt Clymer, a senior in his last Cherry Hill East-West bowl game.
they're the East cheerleaders trying to rile up the support.
The West cheerleaders, I believe.
Yeah, the West cheerleaders.
Yes. Purple and white. All right, Walt Clymer doing it all today, returning things for touchdowns, at quarterback, doing some fine jobs here all over the place. Walt, hands off, 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 on the 37-yard line for the Lions.
Brought down by Steve Silverian.
Steve Silverian making the hit.
Also in on tackle, Chris Griffin.
Walt Clymer going in, checking in, getting the signals. Has the play from Coach Smith. And they get ready to line up here with 5:50 left to go here in the first half. Walt Clymer back deep, stays in the pocket, has a man open. He gets some yards. It makes a few nice moves there.
Fabulous play by West. That was great. That was
Joel Correa there, Jennifer. Number 23, shaking a few tackles out there. He's a junior, only 5'6" at 145 pounds, but has some nice moves on him. Wouldn't you say so, Jen?
And that was really great. I couldn't believe it when I saw that cut the pass.
Why don't we see that on the replay? Let's check that. Check out those moves on the replay. As we can see here, the back coming out of the backfield will be Joel Correa. Watch Clymer set up. Joel is wide open. Nobody covering his man. He shakes the man there, shakes another man. Finally brought down by the third defender. Nice job by Joel Correa. As we go back to live action, Walt Clymer setting up here in the pocket. Takes the snap and keeps it. It's a keeper for about a 3-yard gain. Quarterback sneak. We've seen Walt do that a couple times today, Jennifer. It seems that he has the running dimensions and the passing dimensions, reminiscent of a young Randall Cunningham. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, he's definitely has the makings to be one of the great football players of all time.
2nd down, 8 to go.
Walt certainly giving it his all here, though. I'd say if we're running for MVP candidates, he's got to be up in the running right now.
Definitely.
It's 2nd down and 8 with 4:32 left to go here in the first half. Walt back deep. Finds a safety valve, Joel Correa, but it looks like he was stopped for a loss. Drop behind the line of scrimmage, certainly. Nice coverage in the secondary by East at that point. Silverian came up, making the hit there.
It's a dead heat right now. 4:06 left in the quarter. 3 down, 12 to go.
That's right. 3rd down and 12. Looking like it could be a pass play. Last time in this position, though, West chose to run the ball. We'll see what happens here. Walt Clymer setting up. 3rd and 12. Drops back to pass. Got some good blocking. Has some time. Goes deep. Uh-oh. Looks like it's going to be intercepted. And it is. It's picked off. And he's running back East defense with their first interception of the day.
West just brings him down.
There's a flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have to see what that's all about. But in the meantime, there was the first East interception of the day, and if the play stands, they will take it on the East 30-yard line. After a nice drive from West, they stall here late in the first half with 3:36 to go here in the second quarter. And East will start now on their own, looks like their own 30-yard line. And it was a face mask call against West. Now East finally lines up here on their own 45-yard line. Setting up. Pass play, going for a long pass. He's got to step on his man. He leads him too far. Quarterback for East, though. Number 22, Kevin Foley. Beautiful looking pass. Just led his man a little bit too far.
Making the pass incomplete.
Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 now from the 45-yard line. And there we have our favorite West cheerleader once again.
She's definitely contained all the spirit that West and the Cherry Hill West side has to offer.
Certainly. You can look at that coordination. Looks like a Paul Abdul video out there. All right, Foley lines up behind the center. Going for another pass play. Drops way back. Oh, he's in the launch. He got some pressure. He's got some heat on from West. But he completes that pass under a lot of pressure. Nicely done. Looks like East has about a 3-yard gain on that play. Be bringing up 3rd down and about 7.
Steinberg. Forced out of bounds by Brian Smith.
3:13 left to go here in the first half. About a 2-yard, 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6.
With a generous spot from the officials. 3rd and 6 for East. Ball on the 50-yard line. A big stand here for the West defense. Foley dropping way back, rolling right. Looking for a man. Oh, he's hit just as he's throwing the ball. Nice defense. Not a sack, but a clean hit as he was throwing the ball.
Great thinking by West. That was a beautiful play.
Well, I know, Jennifer, you were watching out here, watching the practices during the week, and you saw some of the defensive drills. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the kind of work that West has been putting into their defense all week?
Well, they worked on defense a lot of different kind of strategies the coach is trying to put together with the team, and it really seems to be paying off.
All right, it's going to be 4th down here at midfield, 4th and 6th. Clymer, again, the all-purpose man here for West, back to receive. In his final year here at West, making a fine showing here at the Cherry Hill East, Cherry Hill West Thanksgiving Day game. Almost a blocked punt. Clymer's going to get a return on this. Gets by his first man. Can't seem to break outside. They keep him inside. Tries to go east-west to get some running room, but can't do it. Actually lost a little bit of ground on that run play.
Yeah, that was a shame. We tried to fake left, tried to fake right. Nowhere to go but down.
Good coverage from the East special teams. I guess they're making up for that. They're trying to keep a handle on Walt Clymer, who they know already burned them for 85 yards in the first quarter with a touchdown. As we approach 2 minutes and 50 seconds here in the first half, we're all knotted up. West will start on their 22-yard line. Clymer lines up behind the center. 2 wide receivers out. Run play. Oh, breaks a nice hole there. About a 8-yard gain to the 29-yard line. Actually, we can see that on the replay. We're going to see some nice blocking there as West opens up the hole. As you can see, Clymer lines up here, and you'll watch the blocking back on the right side open up a nice hole for him, and he on some nice second effort, we get a nice, beautiful run there. Timeout has been called on the field, and it gives West a chance to talk over some strategy here with 2:26 left to go here in the first half. They're approaching the 2-minute drill. They'd love to put some points on the board. Whoever goes into the half leading this game is going to have a big emotional lift coming into the second half. Wouldn't you say that, Jen?
Yeah, it really depends on who makes it. If it stays even, then, you don't know. Anything could happen. But if West pulls ahead or East pulls ahead, they're going to have the big emotional burst there. And that'll just pull them through the second half.
And of course, Jen, let's recap. For those of you who just joined us, it's all knotted up. West came out on top with a beautiful 85-yard run back from Walt Clymer. Doing a fine job. He just got some excellent blocking up the right side, 85 yards back for a touchdown, which I believe may be a West record. We're checking on that. We'll get back to you in the fourth quarter with that. But at any rate, then they were able to score another touchdown off of an interception and a nice drive. And then East came back with two fine drives of their own to score. They're not up to score at 14 apiece. And now West will start up here with 2:26 left to go here in the first half. Clymer, though, and the West offense and the West defense, and really both teams have finally, after the little uneasiness of the easy go, the first going, putting together a fine effort. A keeper from Clymer. Quarterback sneak once again, got some nice blocking off the left side to the 33-yard line. Very close to the first down. It looks like it is a first down. That's the referee signal. So it's first down now with 2:15 approaching 2:10 left here in the first half. They'd love to get off another play here before the 2-minute warning. Save their timeouts. They line up. Only 5 seconds to go. I don't know if they'll get it off in time. It doesn't look like they're going to. Oh, but they do, ladies and gentlemen. Clymer back, play action, throwing deep. Has been a pass interference, ladies and gentlemen. No call there. Oh, it looked like it was pass interference on number.
Including the West fans,
let's check that out again, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to see. As you know, there's no replay review here at the high school level, but we here at Cable 18 can give you every advantage of the NFL. Clymer lines up. He's ready to throw deep on a play action pass. Now let's watch. Let's keep our eyes open on if there's any contact before the ball gets there. Number 31's arm might have been touching his number 40 shoulder there.
Mike, what do you think? You think that was pass interference?
Well, it was very close. The referee's got to make that call at live time, so I guess we're going to have to say that it wasn't. Pitch back now. Got some blocking there. Joel Correa up the left sideline to the 40-yard line.
Out of bounds.
That'll bring up third down with 1:47 left to go. But he goes out of bounds, stopping the clock without having to waste a timeout. Smart play by Joel Correa.
The Lions, third down, 4 to go.
So Lions now, 3rd and 4, 1:47 left to go here in the first half.
Resting on the Lions, 39-yard line.
They're at their own 39-yard line. Long way to go for a touchdown, and only a minute 47 left. Still enough time to do it, but they're going to have to play solidly. The East defense, of course, trying to be up to the challenge. Over the middle, past number 20. Complete. Salvatore making the stop. It's a Lion first down with a minute 38 left to go. Looks like it's a nice 2-minute drill being run by the Lions the current time. You know that during the 2-minute drill, they're going to be watching for the sideline plays because that'll stop the clock. So over the middle, usually a free area during the last 2 minutes of the game. There's another complete pass, and he goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Mike Binder, another smart play, really. Stopping the clock, 1:21 left to go. Now they're at the Cougar.
Also, the wet field seems to be playing a little bit with every play. People are slipping and sliding all over the place. It's really hard to get a grip down on there.
I know. Well, I understand that some of the players are actually using a little bit longer spikes in their cleats today to get a little bit more traction. Of course, that has a disadvantage of slowing your speed up just a little bit, but you have to do what you can to try to stay on the turf. All right, Clymer lining up. Drops back, stays in the pocket, good protection. Fairly long play, that could be intercepted. Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful interception.
Very nice to
West.
stop that interception. The breakup there by number 23, Joel Correa, heads-up play.
That might just be the play that'll bring the Lions back, bring their spirit back. That just might be the turning point.
Well, I got to tell you, that was if that would have had an interception there with a minute to go in the half, that would have been very demoralizing after a nice drive. Joel Correa with a heads-up play there to change from offense to defense and mid-stride and break up that interception. Walt Clymer must have had his heart beating a little fast there, but he survived that little tete-a-tete with the defense.
There's more than just playing going out there. There's a lot of thinking behind all this. There's a lot of strategy out there. It's not just going out there and going fast and running hard. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of strategy.
Clymer dropping back. You're very correct, Jay. He's got a little bit of time. And he completes the pass there, number 94, or 84, excuse me. Bo Gray, ladies and gentlemen. Bo knows football, as we all know. Bo Gray, number 84, out there making a key play here with 1:06 left to go in the first half. The Lions are driving, though. First and 10 now on the Cougar 27-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. They're on the Cougar 27, along with the West Lions here with only a minute left to go. 59 seconds now in the first half. They might have to call a timeout after this play. We'll see what Walt Clymer is able to come up with. He rolls right, gets the pass complete, and out of bounds to Mike Binder. What a beautiful play. Mike Binder heads up out of bounds, and the East coaching staff's got to be very upset right now because that's what you look for. You got to watch for those out of bounds plays. That's where Clymer's going to want to go. They can leave over the middle open because that'll keep the clock running, but over to the sideline, boy, that's just a fatal error, and that could cost him dearly here in the long run. 49 seconds left to go. It's 2nd and 1. The Lions threatening now on the East 16-yard line. And Clymer now rolls left, throws it to number 40, Mike Binder again out of bounds. Beautiful. That was another beautiful pass. Mike Binder and Walt Clymer, the Clymer-Binder connection, working here for the West Lions. 45 seconds left to go here in the first half.
The West Lions just playing amazingly out here. I mean, every play, you think they're going to be going down. They just make it, and they come through in the clincher. It's just amazing.
And now you can see the East coaches exhorting the defense. Looks a little upset out there, as he might well be after fighting so hard to tie this game back up. Boy, the exhortations, I wouldn't want to be hearing the kind of language that's being used out there, and I don't think you would either. So, we're glad we don't have mics down on the field at this point. But you got to do what you can. There's a lot of emotion riding high out there. And there's the West Ends. Look at them. That's the coordination, the style, the elegance, the grace. I don't know what the arm waving means, folks, but I hope they're having fun. All right, it's now 2nd and 2, 45 seconds left to go. We're still in the midst of the timeout.
Now the Cherry Hill cheerleaders are trying to rile up the fans.
Now you can see here, calm, cool, collected, the West lineup. They're looking good under fire. They've had some tough times. They're knotted up, but they're looking to go up on top here into the first half.
They're feeling pretty confident right now, yeah.
All right, it's a big play. I know we can hear some of the crowd. The crowd's getting into it now. They realize the gravity of the next few plays here. Clymer lines up. He's been doing a fine job all day. Drops back, just a little drop back, short pass. Oh, incomplete to Binder. Clymer and Binder have been on target with each other so much today, but right there, Mike Binder, who's made so many fine plays on this drive, was unable to come up with that one. The ball was thrown, looks like a little fast and low, but I'm sure that the pressure, the heat of the moment, 3rd and 2 here. This is could be the biggest play of the first half for Cherry Hill West.
Yeah, you can't. These people are really making this game look real easy to them. They're playing real easy. They're playing real hard, but it looks easy and it looks smooth. And it's not as easy as it looks. It really isn't. You got to give these people a lot of credit.
It's true. They're out there. They're pressing every day. Here's Walt Clymer. He rolls right now. Looks like he's going to keep it himself. Go for the touchdown. He's got the first down in a beautiful effort down to the 5 or 4 yard line of the Cougars. Only 34 seconds left to go here in the first half. A timeout called, Cherry Hill West.
This next play is really crucial. It all decides whether it's going to be a touchdown.
Of course, West calls timeout. They, of course, want to get the touchdown, want to take the time.
As well they should.
So they're going to have a little strategy session now. Coach Smith and the assistants all over the place here doing a fine job now. Going to plan the strategy. Jennifer, you talked to Coach Smith earlier in the week. What's his goal line philosophy?
Well, he's just gonna try to play him real hard, real smooth, get the strategy out and clean, make no mistakes, and they'll make it. And he thinks with that kind of strategy, they'll win real easy.
So do you think it's more of a, do you think this is a running situation in Coach Smith's eyes, or is he going to try to perhaps use a little play action and go in for the passing score?
I think he's going to go for the passing score. A little play action just to mess him up, confuse him a little bit the other side, and he thinks that's the way it's going to go, and that's the way it'll win.
Now we see that Binder has been one of Clymer's favorites all day. Do you think that'll continue to be the case here at the goal line?
Yeah, I think he's got, since his adrenaline's really running hard, it's pumping. Yeah, he's going to be there all day.
All right, here we are now, 1st and goal. 34 seconds left to go here in the first half. Clymer lines up behind his center, rolls left. Looks like he's looking to find somebody. And there it is to number 42, who falls down on the 2-yard line with about a 3-yard gain. 23 seconds left to go here in the first half. And West calls, I believe, their last timeout right here, stopping the clock, giving the opportunity for 1 or 2 more plays now. Looks like the East now, their goal line stand, trying to rise up to the challenge. It's always tough here when the yards get shorter. You have less time to do everything. Generally, you would hope that somebody has the kind of running and jumping ability to jump those 2 yards and get the ball across the plane of the goal line. I know that's Coach Smith's strategy in a lot of these situations. As he's shown all day, though, he's made the most of his talent, and he's gotten his boys psyched up for this game. Now, Jennifer, you were mentioning a little bit about the pep rally yesterday. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and what impact you think that's having on today's progress?
Well, pep rally yesterday, we really riled up the support for all the football players out here at West Lions. I think they really feel a lot of support from the fans. We really try to give them a lot of support, and we just want to see them win.
All right. And now West all year now has been actually putting together a fairly good program, I understand. People have been pretty happy, and West has been playing fairly well. Now East, of course, on the other side, also play very well. And in fact, this game a week early because they're going to some kind of playoff game next week. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
All right, here's Clymer lining up on the 2-yard line.
Very crucial play here.
Short pass play. Oh, Binder lets it go through his hands to his favorite target. Incomplete. But the only good thing about the incomplete pass is that it does stop the clock. So they will have time for one more play, but Binder wide open as it goes through his hands. He's got to be upset with himself on that one.
Now making it 3rd down, 3 yards to go.
It's 3rd and goal, ladies and gentlemen, with only 20 seconds left. West is only going to have time for 1 or 2 more plays. I think Binder would love to have a chance to redeem himself, and I think the Clymer might go to him again here. 3rd and goal, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd going wild here. It's almost pandemonium. Clymer rolling right, and there it is, complete for the touchdown. Cherry Hill West. Number 84, Bo Gray, ladies and gentlemen. Clymer to Bo Gray. Oh, my. Let's see it on the replay, shall we? West going up 20-14 with Clymer to Bo Gray. Here's Clymer rolling right, gets some good protection here, finds Gray, and Gray gets to the turf while hanging on to the ball.
I actually saw that he was almost falling down as he was catching that ball. There was a lot of determination on his part for that.
Good second effort. West going up 20-14, 15 seconds to go, and it looks like they're actually going to go for the traditional extra point this time in a change of pace. There's a oh, it's no good, ladies and gentlemen, which might explain why they were going for the 2-point conversions earlier. Of course, the turf is very slippery out there. Cherry Hill West now up 20, Cherry Hill East 14 in a stunning scoring array, ladies and gentlemen. Really, East, the heavy favorite going into this game, but West playing above themselves. Look at Walt Clymer just tearing up the entire field today, riling up the fans. An incredible story. Walt Clymer, we'll be hearing more from that name. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure of it. 15 seconds left to go here in the first half. It's been an emotionally ridden game, wouldn't you say, Jennifer?
Yeah, emotions are running high. A lot of spirit out there. For a minute there, we thought maybe the West spirit had faded a little bit, but they seem to rile back. And now they're pulling ahead with 20-14.
Now, you know, little things like those extra points can come back to haunt you. We'll see if that's the case for Cherry Hill West, because we know East now 2 for 2 on their extra points. Really looking like that's something they're not concerned about. So West, a little bit of doubt now, still going into the locker room in the first half, but they've got to be happy to be in the lead as they set up here for their kickoff that will hopefully be the final one of two plays, as far as West is concerned, of the first half. The crowd now trying to see what will happen here. They know that special teams is very important. There's actually a studied hush over the crowd. And here's the kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. It's a low squib kick, picked up though in the air. And there's the stoppage. And East will pick up progress at about their own 20-yard line, it looks like. With only 14 seconds to go here in the first half, East really only has the opportunity for a couple of Hail Mary plays here. Might be able to have a chance to get up to midfield and then go for the Hail Mary. But West has got to stay tough here. It's in these last critical seconds where they could give up all they've gained. And that's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't have time to get up a play. Cherry Hill West, 20. Cherry Hill East, 14. The end of the first half. Upcoming, homecoming, the parade.
As we said earlier, it's really important who's ahead when it comes to the halftime. And obviously, this is going to be great with West, and the spirits are running high with West leading in 2014.
All right, now we're going to go to take a little break here, and upcoming will be the East portion of the homecoming. We'll take you back to our East commentators who've been doing a fine job all day. Welcome back, boys. We'll see you in the fourth quarter, actually in the second part of the homecoming. Talk to you soon.
I'll make dinner soon, Princess. Just let me rest.
The simple act of shopping for food used to leave this woman too tired to even eat. Who do you turn to when you're all alone? She got help through a volunteer shopping program for the elderly. They got help from the United Way. All because the United Way got help from you. The United Way. It brings out the best in all of us.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the students, faculty, and administrators of the sister high schools, Cherry Hill West and Cherry Hill East, welcome to today's homecoming festivities. A very special welcome to our alumni, particularly to the class of 1991, which returns to Jonas C. Morris Stadium for the first time as Cherry Hill graduates. The students of both high schools have spent many hours preparing for today's festivities. In the spirit of friendship and cooperation, the mascots of both high schools lead off this morning's parade to show that although we are competitors, we are also good friends and neighbors. Please welcome Wesley the Lion and the Cougar. With pleasure, Cherry Hill East presents its Young Woman of the Year, Cindy Cam. Cindy is a section leader of the Corgorettes, officer in the Bells and East Singers, principal horn player in the Wind Ensemble and Orchestra. A member of the Cum Laude Society, Cindy hopes to pursue a career in public affairs or international relations. Cindy will perform in the final to Beethoven's Sonata Pathétique, Opus 13, at the county finals on November 30th. Everyone at East wishes Cindy good luck. Cindy's flowers are presented by Scott Ross, and her escort is Juan No. Now approaching the stands is East's first two homecoming representatives from the freshman class. Chantry Baker is escorted by Chris Fugero. Chantry has become involved with student government, the field hockey, swimming, and lacrosse teams. Her flowers are presented by freshman class president Gary Ross. Junior class president Lisa Schusterman presents flowers to the class of 1993's representative Sarah Braslow. Sarah is a cheerleader, member of the Orchessus, a performer in the One Acts, and a member of the East Drama Production. Sarah's escort is Matt Heitzer. East has chosen the decades as its theme for their floats this year. Their first float is from the junior and freshman classes. The classes of 1993 and 1995 depict the life in the 1920s on their homecoming float, representing what one of the speakeasies in the era of Prohibition may have looked like. The freshmen and juniors pose as gangsters and flappers who love to fight, gamble, and dance the Charleston. This float is East's winning float for 1991. The class of 1993 would like to pay special thanks to Christina Bartkowski, Jennifer Lear, Sal Corso, and Anthony D'Alessandro. Approaching the East stands is Carolyn Mayer, the sophomore class representative, and her escort, James Cohn. Carolyn is very active in the SGA activities, a member of the swim team. She also serves as the manager for the field hockey team. Her flowers are presented by class president Neil Rellis. East 4 senior representatives are Jonathan Glass, Howard Nikowitz, Stephanie Pearson, and Jerry Reed.
Supported today by Louis Crawford. Jerry is the vice president of the African American Club, captain of the cheerleaders, and a member of the Project Harmony and bowling organization. Jerry plans to attend Tuskegee Institute in Alabama in September. Her flowers were presented by Laura Buck. Now approaching the East Stand is the sophomore and senior classes float entitled Guardian of Eden. God created all things in the world, and now he helps the students recreate Adam and Eve in the beautiful Garden of Eden. The classes of 1992 and 1994 present their own Garden of Eden.
Seniors representative Stephanie Pearson is a cheerleader, captain, blood driver, overall chairperson, and a member of the Cum Laude and student government organizations. Stephanie plans to major in medicine and sign language education when she graduates in June. Dean Sharon is Stephanie's escort, and Sean Ravitz will present Stephanie's flowers. Finally, please welcome Jerry Reed, escorted by Louis Prophet. Jerry is vice president of the African American Culture Club, captain of the cheerleaders, and a member of Project Harmony and bowling organizations. Jerry plans to attend Tuskegee Institute in Alabama in September. Her flowers are presented by Laura Buss. Now approaching the East stands, the sophomore and senior classes float entitled The Garden of Eden. God created all things in the world, and now he helps the students recreate Adam and Eve, the beautiful Garden of Eden. The classes of 1992 and 94 present their own Garden of Eden, a place of beauty and peace. They reenact the scene in which the evil serpent tempts Adam and Eve to eat the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge. Hey, we all make mistakes. Both classes would like to thank chairpeople Ernest Del Duke, Jessica Feenhals, Heather Grubb, and Betsy Harvey. Also, special thanks to the Grubb family for their time and energy. The final East presentation is from the Thespian Society, which will present Tartuffe, the classic French farce by Molière, on December 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th at 7:30 p.m. in the auditorium directed by Mr. Robert D. Nation. The play takes place in the 17th century France. The scenery and costumes are magnificent, and admissions is just $5. East Drama Department continues to boast of double casting with more opportunities for students to play lead roles. Featured are seniors Andrew Kaufman and Heath Weisberg as Tartuffe, with Debbie Gottlieb and Jen Lippis as Doreen. Don't miss this extraordinary fall comedy. The second half of Homecoming Parade features the students from Cherry Hill West. The Lions are proud to introduce Mr. Cherry Hill West Senior Brian Hicks, better known as Mr. All That. Brian wrote a progressive jazz rap about racial tension for his talent presentation at the pageant on November 6th. He is a member of the Black Culture Club, Amnesty International, PAVIS, Aspects, and the Human Relations Committee, and the Campton County Teen Advisory. His future plans include graphic design and writing music. Ryan's escort today is Delphine Barringer. The four class governments of Cherry Hill High School West have combined their efforts to present their floats on a theme of children. It is with great pride that we present them to you. The first is from the class of 1993 and 1994, The Cat in the Hat. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Oh, the places we go. There's a wocket in my pocket, hop on pop. Sound familiar to you? I'm sure they do. Practically every one of us has grown up with these books of Dr. Seuss. Approaching the first car is Beth Atkins and her escort, Haru Self. Beth is captain of the girls' varsity soccer team. She is a member of SAD, the class of 1992 government, African American Culture Club, and the Wellness Day Committee. She hopes to attend the University of Virginia and major in communications. In the next car is Amy Augustine. Her escort is Gary Dean, the captain of the cheerleading squad. Amy also involves herself in the Spanish club, SAD, and as the office aide. She plans to study nursing at the University of Delaware.
In the next car is Amy Augustine. Her escort is Gary Dean. The captain of the cheerleading squad, Amy also involves herself in Spanish club, SAD, and as an office aide. She plans to study nursing at the University of Delaware.
Sarah Fox is escorted today by Dan Foley. She keeps herself busy with field hockey, lacrosse, peer leadership, and the Respect for Drugs program. Her target school is Georgetown. Her intended major is psychology.
Peer leadership and the Respect for Drugs program. Her target school is Georgetown. Her intended major, psychology. The next member of the homecoming court is Karen Weinberg and her escort Mike Levitt.
The next member of the homecoming court is Karen Weinberg and her escort Mike Levitz, a girl state delegate this past summer. She's a member of the class of 1992 government, vice president of PAVIS, and secretary of the West Singers. Area children may remember Karen as the Wicked Queen in West's recent production of Snow White. On December 5th, 6th, and 7th, she will appear Ocarina Stroller in West's annual fall show, House of Blue Leaves. In addition to being a member of the homecoming court, Karen is West's Young Woman of the Year. She will compete in the county pageant on November 30th at Haddon Township High School, presenting a vocal rendition of Ain't Misbehavin'. The entire West community wish Karen good luck. And finally, in the last car is Cherry Hill High School West's homecoming queen, Colleen Kelly. Colleen is a varsity cheerleader and a member of the swim team. Her escort this afternoon is Drew Norton. She plans to study business administration at Trenton State College next year.
Colleen is a varsity cheerleader and a member of the swim team. Her escort this afternoon is Drew Norton. She plans to study business administration at Trenton State College next year. congratulations, Colleen. The classes of 1992 and 1995 will be by us next. They proudly
The classes of 1992 and 1995 proudly present their float, Candyland. Feast your eyes on all the kinds of goodies, Tootsie Rolls, M&Ms, Hershey Kisses, hard candy, sugar daddies, and big gingerbread house. Lose yourself in the colors and aromas of chocolate, vanilla, caramel, cherry, and peanut butter. And best of all, keep your eyes and hands open as the seniors and freshmen distribute treasures, sure to satisfy even the sweetest sweet tooth.
as the seniors and freshmen distribute treasures, sure to satisfy even the sweetest of tooth.
At this time, the class cabinets would like to recognize their advisors, Mr. Bob Joseph, Mrs. Terry Church, Mr. George Munyon, and Mr. Larry Casto for their encouragement, patience, time, and assistance. Special thanks, as always, to Mr. Ken Schmidt and his SGO officers, President Brett Levin and Vice President Tom Bianco for their assistance in organizing the West presentation for today's parade, to Mr. Lenny Logan and his crew for their help with the flatbed trucks, and to Mrs. Irene Burke, who supplied the flowers for the homecoming queen and her court. Everyone at Cherry Hill West wishes to applaud the 9-year-old annual West-East tradition for joining together to present the homecoming halftime parade and pregame activities. While we encourage in healthy competition on the playing field, our two schools collaborate on the sidelines to offer our fans, friends, parents, students, alumni, staff, and administration some homecoming festivity. West especially appreciates the efforts of Mr. Fred Betchikoff, East Coordinator of Student Activities, who truly makes this joint effort a pleasure to undertake every year. On behalf of Mr. Simon, Principal of Cherry Hill West, and Mr. Gallagher, Principal of Cherry Hill East, thank you for your support of both schools today. From all the Lions, all the Cougars, I'm Erica Collins. Have the happiest of holidays next week. Enjoy the second half of today's game. Thank you.
Both schools today, and from all of the Lions and all of the Cougars, have the
See you later, Carol.
I don't know how to thank you without sounding corny. I'm new at being diabetic. I didn't know I could go into hypoglycemic shock, and that glucose could help me, and that insulin could have killed me. Thank goodness you did.
If you have the smarts and the guts to study biology, chemistry, anatomy, and psychology, call 1-800-962-NURSE. If caring were enough, anyone could be a nurse.
The halftime festivities just concluded at Jonas C. Morris Stadium, where Cherry Hill West has a 20-14 lead over Cherry Hill East. Now, Andrew, what can we expect in the second half from both of these teams?
Well, for Cherry Hill East, I would expect that in the locker room they made some serious defensive adjustments to start control the offensive game of the Lions, who have just walked right through the East defense the entire first half.
Yes, Joe Correa is having one of his finest games of the year, and Walt Clymer is playing excellent at quarterback. But what East is going to have to do offensively? What do they have to do offensively? Let me ask you that question.
Well, Foley did not have a very sharp first half. He started to pick up the intensity a little bit in the second quarter, but he's got to do a much better job. I would look for East to start running the ball a little bit more here. And Steinberg has been productive on the carries that he's had, but has seen limited action so far.
Well, this is the last half of play for the seniors at Cherry Hill West, and hope they go on to have nice successes with whatever they do. Cherry Hill East will play next week at Eastern in a playoff game.
That brings me to another point. West emotion here are sky high. This is their big playoff game. This is where they have their chance to shine. It's their last chance to play, and they're going to try to make the best of it. And so far, they're doing an excellent job. As for East, they have to put aside their thoughts of next week's big playoff game at Eastern and get down to business here in the second half.
Also, this game has traditionally been played on Thanksgiving Day, but unfortunately last year, NJSIAA made a rule stating that playoffs will be the weekend of Thanksgiving Day. So this game was forced was pushed back a week to accommodate Cherry Hill East into the playoffs. We'll be back after these messages with the second half kickoff.
Started with a cry in the night. My baby was sick, and I was scared.
There's an epidemic in America. Babies are dying from diseases like measles.
Protect your baby. Get them vaccinated starting when they're 2 months old. Vaccinations are even free or low cost if you can't afford them.
I almost lost my baby. Don't lose yours.
Vaccinate before it's too late.
We're back, and East will receive the second half kickoff. They will be going from our right to left. Right to left, excuse me. This is Kevin Foley, quarterback, Cherry Hill East quarterback Kevin Foley's fourth game that he's dressed for homecoming, and his third game starting. So he's been in all the homecoming games, or he's dressed for all the homecoming games, dating back to his freshman year. So that's just a great thing for Kevin, and he's going to go on to major success at a major college at quarterback. Just about set for the second half action. We're in the third quarter, just the beginning of the third quarter. Back for Cherry Hill East will be number 33, James Francis Coney, and number 32, Josh Steinberg. And Bo Gray, number 84, will kick off for Cherry Hill West. And the second half's about to start right now. Bo Gray boosts the ball away to start the second half. Taken by an up back at the 15-yard line. Craig Churkis, and he gets out to the 30, where he's tackled by a host of players at the 31-yard line, and especially number 43, Don Babnew. And now we have the Cherry Hill West cheerleaders throwing out little footballs to the fans, and everyone grabbing after them. Little fights in the stands for footballs. Meanwhile, we have a real game going on out on the field. Kevin Foley has his back split at the 33-yard line. Wide receiver to the bottom of the screen. Foley hands off to Steinberg. Steinberg has a big hole. There he goes. Ooh. Gets to the 47-yard line. Nice run by Josh Steinberg.
That's going to be a key here in the second half. The East has got to start running the ball. First half, we didn't see them run the ball too much, and as a result, fell down 20-14.
Brian Schmidt on the tackle.
The line has, for the most part, done a fine job on the running plays. Opened up big holes for Steinberg.
One back in the backfield. Foley's under center, calling the play. He takes the snap, hands off to Steinberg, and he's got another opening. Gets outside into the West Territory at about the 48-yard line. Tackled by Kevin Brickner. That's going to be a key to East. If they can get that running game going, it should open up the passing game in the second half. They are playing with a depleted offensive line, however. They're on their third-string center, but they've gotten Ryan Jander back.
The thing to look for here in the second half is a more balanced attack by East. I think we'll see that.
Back split behind Foley. Two receivers to the bottom of the screen. Inside handoff to Broadbelt. Stop for no gain. Number 74, Chris Del Rossi. 5'11", 245-pound senior. Makes the tackle.
Quick reaction there by Del Rossi. Burst right past East offensive lineman to pull down Broadbelt for the no gainer.
Good penetration by the West line. 3rd and 6 for East. 10 minutes left to go in this third period. Foley backpedals. Gets it out to Steinberg. Steinberg will be very close to the first down.
I don't think he got it there, Mike. Looks like he's about a half-yard short. But we'll have to see the spot.
John Cook tackled him. He's back in the game after an injury in the first half. That's a key. That would have been a key blow if he would have been lost for the game. He's playing exceptional. 4th down and inches.
A favorable spot there for the Lions. As it was close, it seems like they took away a couple inches off Steinberg's.
Wishbone! Jermaine Mitchell joins Broadbelt and Steinberg in the backfield, and they get the first down.
Steinberg with the ball.
Steinberg with the quick plunge through the line.
Tackled by Charles Brown.
Didn't get a big gain, but did the job.
Good block by Jermaine Mitchell to spring that play.
First time we've seen Jermaine in the game today.
He's a sophomore fullback.
Big future for him is expected.
After having a little conference, now they get everything settled away, and Foley has the I formation behind him. He's under center now. Takes the snap, fakes the pitch, Peeler wide open, gets to the nice play, 37-yard line. Nice play by the defense of West. The flag on the play.
Flag down, defensive backfield, and
clip
against
on the Cougars. I will set them back 15 yards.
The clip right in the area of the play, trying to get Peeler free for some extra yardage, but didn't do any good, as now they'll lose yardage and come up with a 1st and 15.
1st and 20, excuse me, a 10-yard penalty.
1st and 20. At the Cougar 47-yard line.
Foley takes a snap. He's back to pass. They come with the blitz. They beat the blitz. Oh, deflected and caught by Scott Peeler. Almost a great defensive play, but Scott Peeler's in the right place at the right time.
Brian Schmidt had the interception right there for him. Just couldn't hold on. And as a result, East with the big reception.
John Cook makes the tackle. He's been everywhere today. John's having one heck of a game for West.
2nd and 6 for the Cougars.
Play gain 14 yards. 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. 8-11. This is Andy. This is Mike Furman with Andy DeChristopher here at Jonas C. Morris Stadium for the homecoming game. Foley trips, and he throws complete to tight end Chris Dwyer.
Good recovery there by Kevin Foley as he tripped coming out from under center.
That's a first down.
Quick reaction, rolls out to the right and hit one of his favorite targets, Chris Dwyer.
Foley has a strong arm, and he showed it there, gunning that ball in there.
Ball at the 30-yard line of West.
Foley has looked somewhat sharper here in the second half.
Cougars are driving at the 30-yard line. Oh, Jacoby across the middle, down to the 5-yard line. That's the same play from the first half. It worked again. Nice throw by Foley.
Great job there by Kevin Foley, and also by the offensive line who gave him the time, but Foley read the defense perfectly and put it right into the heart of the secondary.
Jacoby has had to step up his game this year because of injuries to Eric Henry and Rob Campbell at the wide receiver position for Cherry Hill East. Steinberg's running in. He is in for the touchdown. Steinberg for 6. And East is now tied 20-20 with Cherry Hill West.
That's a big touchdown for East. And you see Steinberg without much trouble on this play. As you see here on the screen, takes the pitch from Foley, comes right around the right, and is barely touched, and gets himself over the goal line. That's his third touchdown of the game.
Broadbelt extra point was blocked. Back to live action now. East has been having trouble, with the extra points all year long. Once Eric Henry went down, they haven't had a consistent kicker. Broadbelt's a good kicker, but he doesn't always make it through, and East has had problems on special teams. So the score remains tied, 20-20. And Chris Martini with the block, the sophomore wide receiver, 6'1", 175-pounder.
He bursts right off the snap and didn't give the kicker much of a chance. as he blocks the kick.
Once again, East has had problems with that all year long, and this could be a big factor in the game. Later on, in the fourth quarter and later on in this quarter. 7:10 left in the third period. And East is going to kick off to West. Walt Clymer, number 12, is back with Kevin Brickner deep for Cherry Hill West. And Chris Broadbelt will kick off for Cherry Hill East.
That last drive ended on the Steinberg touchdown, and he's having himself a fine homecoming. His third touchdown of the day.
And his 13th on the year, I might add. He's one of the leading scorers in South Jersey.
Clymer, Kevin Brickner seeks to receive the kick by Chris Broadbelt.
Broadbelt boots it to Clymer at the 7. Oh, he drops the ball. And now the pressure from East, and he slips down and is tackled by a whole host of players at the 15-yard line.
There's one thing here, though, Mike, that surprises me, and that is that Broadbelt continues to kick the ball right at Clymer, who previously in this game returned the kickoff to open the game, 90 yards. Every kick has been returned by Clymer, and I kind of find that unusual.
Good point, Andy. Now West has the ball. Let's see what they'll do in the opening possession of the third period. 6:40 left. I formation behind Clymer. Clymer hands it off to Correa. He stopped for about a 4-yard gain.
East defense has not had much trouble when the running game, when the West runners have gone through the line. However, when they've gone around end and off tackle, they've had their problems.
Mike DeMasi in for the tackle. It's a sophomore on Cherry Hill East. 6 foot, 225-pounder. Pretty big guy. West has a back split. They pitch it to Correa. Correa's going nowhere. Salvatore Peeler. Oh, no, Salvatore, not, excuse me. Peeler was there for the tackle. Not Salvatore.
Good defense there by East. That's the first time today that I can remember that they've stopped that option pitch by Clymer.
Big third down play, 3rd and 5 for the Lions. See if East can hold them or if West can get the first down.
3rd and 5.
Back split behind Clymer. Wide receiver split to the top and the bottom of the screen. No pressure. Oh, they sack him!
Big sack by the East defense.
Not Rob Kennedy, excuse me. That was Ryan Jander back in his first game of the year.
First sack of the year, too. And that was a crucial play, as now West will be forced to punt, and East should get favorable field position.
Ryan Jander's a senior, missed all year so far. He's playing good today. Scott Pillar's deep to receive Bo Gray's punt. Bo Gray's standing at his goal line. It's dangerous. Peeler has the ball at the 50. Gets down to the 40. He's still going. He's at the 35. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. The 25. The 15. The 5. Oh! He gets down to the 2-yard line.
Huge run back by Peeler. Let's watch this one again. It was a low kick taken by Peeler at about the 50. And watch him turn it upfield. There you see him take him at the 50. Number 40 of West trips, and then he breaks about 4 tackles in and around the 35-yard line and is on his way. 42 for West. Catching him by behind, Kevin Bricker, to save the touchdown, but that was a huge
Now back to live action. Foley hands off to Steinberg. He's in. Touchdown. Steinberg's 4th on the day. And East takes a 26-20 lead with exactly 4 minutes left to go in this third period.
Didn't take East very long. We'll watch this one again. Not a great run by Steinberg, but he pushes his way forward with second effort to get over the goal line.
East will try for the extra point. Chris Broadbelt the kick. High snap. Boots it through. And the score is 27 for the East Cougars, 20 for West Lions. East has come back in this period. 13 unanswered points.
It's their first lead of the game. I'm sure this has got to make the East coaching staff happy.
Yep, I'm sure it does. I mean, they're playing good ball all around. Good defense, good offense. Could they have taken the spark away from the Cherry Hill West line? That will remain to be seen.
Well, it may have flattened the West emotions a bit, but I'm sure they're going to come back strong, as they did earlier in the second quarter when East tied the game.
The East coaching staff has made some great adjustments, and that's why East has jumped out to the 27-20 lead and 13 unanswered points in this third quarter.
West has had problems in the second half holding on to leads this year.
Brickner and Clymer back deep to receive Broadbelt's kick. Once again, this is Mike Furman and Andy DeChristopher if you just joined us. And it's 27-20, Cherry Hill East Cougars over Cherry Hill West Lions in the 23rd annual homecoming game. Broadbelt kicks a high, short kick taken by Clymer. Clymer stopped at the 32-yard line by Chris Griffin and a host of others. And A.J. Salvatore.
And Griffin, the Lions first down. The ball.
Lions have a first down at their own 32.
As I was saying prior to that kickoff, West has had some problems holding on to the lead in the second half this year. But I'm sure if there was any time to turn it around, this is it. This is their big game of the year. They're big rivals here in their stadium, and they want to take them on and show them that, hey, they can compete.
They set up in the eye behind Clymer. Hand off to Correa. That's about 3-4 yards up the middle. Stopped by a defensive line. Kennedy, Silverian.
Joel Correa, the ball carrier. Tackled by Rob Penadar.
2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line for the Lions. And the backs are split behind Clymer. Wide receiver split, one to the bottom, one to the top of the screen. Clymer throws a pass behind Michael Binder. He slipped and dropped it. That pass, they've been trying that pass all day.
And they haven't. They've had pretty good successes. 40 was again open, Binder. Kilmer there just threw it a bit behind him, and it goes off the hands of Binder. But for the most part, the play has worked.
3rd and 7 for the Lions. This is a big possession. They need a first down to stay in this game, or else East has all the momentum. East could maybe just score a will and break this game open.
This is a crucial 3rd down.
Clymer rolls out. Oh, broken up by Craig Cherkis. Beautiful play by a senior cornerback. Doesn't have that big of size, but he makes up for it in determination.
That's right, Mike. Big play there by Cherkis. Had his man covered the whole way. Was not fooled or intimidated by Kilmer's rolling out. West is forced to punt.
Bo Gray will kick for West, and deep to receive Scott Peeler, who's standing about his 30-yard line. Scott Peeler had a 48-yard return, his last punt. Oh, almost blocked by James Francis Curry. This is a nice punt. Josh Peeler back to the 24, gets up to the 30. It's a good block, gets up to the 37-yard line, where East will have it with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in this third period. After this third period is over, Andrew and I will have to be leaving you for the game. It's been a pleasure serving you. Hope you've enjoyed this game up to this point.
It's been a fine game, one of the better homecoming games in recent memory. West has shown their competitive desire, and they only trailed by 7.
East is in the I formation behind Foley. 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. Hand off to Steinberg. Steinberg has a little hole, gets to the 38-yard line. Not much doing there, though. Good play by the West defense.
Tackle made by 85 Brian Schmidt.
In fact, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
East is now taking their time in the huddle. Maybe want to waste a little time off the clock. Preserve this lead. 2 receivers to the top of the screen for Foley. Goes back to pass. He's looking for Dwyer. Tight end. He's got him over the middle. Dwyer at the 30. Oh, not at the 30. Excuse me. The 47. Then he gets taken back to the 47 of East, but forward progress will get him the 48-yard line
And a
of
first down.
Cherry Hill West.
East has a lead, but don't look for them to start playing conservative. It's just not their type of football. They're going to keep bringing it to Cherry Hill West, just as West had done when they had the lead.
They also have one of the best quarterbacks in the area, the best quarterback in the area, one of the best quarterbacks in the country in high school level. So that doesn't hurt them when they're passing the ball.
Absolutely not.
Pass to Peeler. Peeler's got some yardage. It's down to the 42-yard line. Tackled by Kevin Bricker, excuse me.
Brought down by Brian Schmidt.
Peeler's having himself another good day. Only a sophomore. The sophomore sensation, as they call him, Scott Peeler.
He's Foley's favorite target. He had 37 catches going into today's game. Once again, Foley's favorite target, Eric Henry, was lost for the year, at the beginning of the year, with a knee injury. Foley hands off to Steinberg. Flag on the play. No gain.
Steinberg carry. Flag on the play. Illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure called on the Cougars.
That'll send them back 5 yards. It's 2nd and 8.
Getting back to your previous point about Eric Henry, unfortunate to see him go down, but Peeler has done a great job stepping in for the senior receiver.
So has Brian Jacoby. Stepped up his game this year. He's playing great ball. They have a good quarterback throwing to him, and they do a lot with the ball after they get the ball to them. After Foley gets the ball to them, they can run with the ball pretty well.
We've seen them both make some pretty incredible catches today. Is that what brings us to the
ends
end?
the quarter. That'll be it for Andrew and I. Now we'll go to West commentators. East is 27, West 20.
It's been a pleasure being with you.
Everyone has their own idea of a hero.
Magic Johnson. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Mr. Neal. My hero, Gloria Stefan.
Martin Luther King. Mr. Hope.
These are teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes. They've given them hope. They've given them choices. They've changed their lives.
Well, the children are the heroes.
The most fulfilling thing is watching a child succeed.
I just like to help them make their dreams come true.
Teachers have the power to wake up young minds, to be heroes, to make a difference. Reach for that power. Teach. If you want to make an impact on our future, call 1-800-45-TEACH.
Mr. Wilkins.
Mrs. Eisenhardt. Mr. Adler.
Be a teacher. Be a hero.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. It's the fourth quarter. Michael Ayrton along here with my sister and confidant and partner in crime, Jennifer Ayrton. Happy to be part of the action. As we head into the fourth quarter, West down 20-27. They're currently on the offensive, but we're going to have to see what happens here. It's they're on the defensive right now. But a penalty just against East make it 2nd and 8 here, driving back 5 yards on a illegal procedure. I believe it was a false start. Jennifer, how do you see the important factors as we head in here to the last final 12 minutes of action?
Well, I'd just like to say that although West is down right now, I still think they can come back and drive hard. If they drive hard and stay determined, I think they can pull up again and maybe tie with East or pull ahead.
All right, here we go. Back under action, underway here, and under center. East quarterback pulls back under some heat, but completes the pass. An open field. Oh, and a nice break of the tackle there. Very close to the first down. It's going to be about 3rd and 1, ladies and gentlemen, at the Lion 41-yard line. Probably a running situation here. It's a short yardage, 3rd and 1. East has really put their act together here in the last couple of quarters of play, and managing to pull ahead 27-20. Although leaving West in this game by missing the 1 extra point earlier, as we've noted, those little things can come back to haunt you, so we'll see what happens. All right, East underway here, 3rd and 1. Drop back for the run play. Oh, my, it's going to be very close. Depends on the spot there. Looks like they got it, but it's going to be close. We'll see what the official spot of the ball is. And the first down signal has been initiated, so it's first down on the Lion 38-yard line. The nice run play over the left side by East there. And the West defensive unit really going to have to get their act back together here to be able to hold East, because if they go down by 2 touchdowns here in the 4th quarter, things will look very grim indeed for the Lions. East lines up once again here. The West defense looking a little bit tired and worn. We'll see what they're able to do here. And timeout is called. East calls time. Timeout with 10:47 left in the 4th quarter. Jennifer, what do you think caused that timeout to be called by East there? As you were pointing out earlier, you were telling me that, strategy, particularly as we head into the inside the 40-yard line, can be a very important factor to call timeouts, especially when you want to try to capitalize that 2-touchdown lead. You were talking with some of the East players earlier in the week. I understand you have contacts over there. Why don't you tell us what their feelings are on the whole timeout situation?
Well, I can't tell you about the timeout situation, but I'll tell you about something else. I was talking to them over at East, and they are going to playoffs this next week, which is why the game is held a little bit earlier. And they think they have a lot of confidence because they are going to the playoffs. But I think they sort of underestimated the West team. They came here, and they was immediately scored in the first quarter a touchdown right off the bat. I think that sort of put them off, and that's why they were down in the first half. But they basically broke back, and now East is in the lead, so I think their confidence is running high. They maybe were a little bit overconfident before, but I think they are breaking back now, and that's why they take this timeout to regroup, to maybe with a little strategy in there, and I think that's what they're going to try to do today.
All right, we're back underway. Play action pass, and the run, and it works beautifully. And for a big gain there over the right side, Steinberg manages to find a huge hole, ladies and gentlemen. Over the right side, East just putting together a fine array of running and passing here in the last couple of quarters. Really a testament to their ability to emotionally regroup. I think that second half break was a little bit better for East. They were able to get that emotional charge out of that. They line back up here. Under center, pitch back. He goes up the right side, gets some good blocking, and before he's run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. Steinberg once again be able to run up the right side there, get a nice gain. I believe it's going to be a first down, but a flag is on the play. We're going to have to check the penalty. And the flag is against East, so that'll negate that nice run play by Steinberg. That's got to be one of the most frustrating things for any coach, high school or any level. Get that nice run play. I think the blockers did their job, but unfortunately, you get that penalty called against you, and you negate that entire play. Although, as we were discussing earlier, have been very few penalties in this game. Just a testament to the good hard play of both sides, but able to manage to keep a very, very clean game. I believe this is only the 4th or 5th penalty all day. In case you've just joined us, here at Jonas C. Morris Stadium. It's 27-20, East on top. 10:16 to go here in the last and final quarter of play. Drop back to pass, complete to number 85 over the middle, and he heads to the left sideline before he's run out of bounds at the 18-yard line of the Lions. Tyler Pinney finally brings him down for West. The West fans have quieted down substantially since earlier in the game. The emotions are kind of running low. The West defense has been on the field a long time, and East just keeps hammering away at them. And they finally found some of the weaknesses there and are able to take advantage of them. They have a one-touchdown lead, and they're looking to go up a little bit higher here if they can. And up the right side this time for about a 3-yard gain. Of course, the West defense at this point must be a little bit winded. They've been out there much longer than they would like, I'm sure. They're going to have to try and regroup here. They're inside the 20 now, East is, and inside the red zone is where East has been deadly all year. That's why they're going to the playoffs next week. So West really up to the challenge. They're going to be measuring here for the first down now, and we'll see how close they are. It looks like they're going to have it by about a football's length, which they do. So all the little things going East's way right now. They're inside the 15 of West. 9:46 left to go here in the second half, and in the entire game. A touchdown here would really put East in the driver's seat heading into the final moments of this game. East and West line up. The chess matches on both sides and the coaches' heads continue. Here comes the play. Another pitch back to the right side, breaking a few tackles for about a 5-yard gain. Oh, but it looks like we have an injured player on the field, and the referees call timeout. It's an East player. Oh, he looks like he's in a little bit of pain. He's not getting up too fast. The coaches and the trainers come out there right away. If we can get a number on that player, we can identify him for you. We certainly hope he's okay, and we that's the last thing we want to see out here. They're playing hard. All the boys are giving it their all. But the last thing we want to see is one of these young professionals, these young amateur athletes just go down and hurt themselves. We're going to try to find out who the player is that's injured down there, but he's being tended to by the East staff. And we've already had one injury earlier where we had one of the West players carted off early in the first quarter. And now, unfortunately, we have our second injury of the day. We certainly send our best to him and his family. And we still can't identify who that is down there, but as soon as we can, it looks like he's going to be able to walk out under his own power, though. And that's a wonderful thing. Looks like it's number 84 for East. Brian Jacoby took a hard hit, but was managed to walk out under his own power, and I'm sure his family is very happy about that. Brian, I
think he was just a little bit winded right there.
Just inspired by your toughness there, Brian, and just a testament to the whole day right there. Just a microcosm of the emotions and the heart and will of all these players. East lines up now. 22, Kevin Foley has really done a fine job. The quarterbacks today have been outstanding on both sides. Kevin now drops back. He's just way back, under a little bit of heat. Flag thrown. When
The pass was incomplete.
The pass was incomplete. And when it's in that area of the field, it's usually holding on the offense. You see 73 there protesting to the officials, but he was the one, probably the guilty party. And it was holding against East.
I think that maybe seeing one of their own East players get hurt may have affected the team a little bit, taking a little bit more precautions out there. Maybe they just get a little bit too risky out there and threw that ball just a little out of the reach.
Yes, the holding was a little bit beneficial for West there, and maybe this will give them the opportunity to escape the scoring threat from East here. This could be one of the biggest plays of the game. It's 2nd down and 6 with 8:46 left to go in the half.
This might just be the break that West needed.
Well, we'll see. But it was holding against East, and we will see what if anything, that it does to stall their drive. West caught a little bit of a break there. Let's see if they're able to capitalize. But East certainly still in pretty good shape. It's second down, but it is 21 yards to go for a first. It's really second and goal from the 21-yard line. So we're gonna see if what Kevin Foley is able to come up with here in the East coaching staff. Got a tailback lined up. Kevin drops back to a blocking pattern. He's got plenty of time. The pass is broken up, though, nicely by the West players. Looks like they're a little bit hurt. It looks like the helmets collided there between 23 and 42 of West. Jacoby was the intended receiver there. Although they're both up now, though.
The two that collided were Joel Correa, number 23, and Kevin Brickner, number 42. Joel Correa has been like in this game the whole entire time, and getting hit in the head like that might not just affect the rest of his playing.
It's now third down and goal from the 17-yard line for East. They got a long way to go here. We'll see if they're able to pull it out. Kevin Foley and the crew line up once again. The West fans understand the importance of this play, as do the East fans. Foley drops back to pass, got plenty of time, looks for his open man, finds him over the middle, and he's very close to the first down. They might have to have a measurement on that one, but they've driven all the way down to the 1 or 2 yard line of the Lions. And the first down signal has been given up, so it might be first down and goal on the 2 yard line. We're gonna have to see. In the meantime, it looks like there's another injured East player down, number 42. Jennifer, who is number 42 for East?
That's Kevin Brickner, number 42, and he's the one who just collided with Joel Correa before.
Looks like it's an ankle injury. They're working on his left ankle, and that could really hurt the East chances here. At any rate, they're working on the injured East player at this point, and I guess as it gets later into the game, the bodies get a little bit more worn and a little bit more prone to injury. We hope some hard-hitting action out there today, and we hope that everybody's able to remain unscathed without injury throughout the entire affair.
Well, he did get up. He's walking off there, so he must be
Working
okay.
off his own power, minor limp, but it looks like he's going to be okay. So now Foley and the crew line up once again. It's the goal line stand. First and goal on the 2 yard line. Similar situation to where we were in the third quarter. East was able to pull it out and score. So we're able to do it again here. They'll take a 2 touchdown advantage over West. Foley lines up. Double tailback situation. Run over the middle. It's very close, but I don't think he's in. Looks like he gained a yard on that play. And it's second and goal, probably from the 1 yard line. So West able to hold them off the first time. 2 more chances at least for East. They're taking the defense now. West, number 80, looking for the defensive signals here. In these previous situations in this game, East has liked to run over the left or right side. They feel that they have a strong running game. And they're able, and here we go, it's second and goal. Foley lines up once again. 2 backs in the backfield. And this time it's over the right side. It looks like he's in, ladies and gentlemen, and he is. Touchdown for East. Steinberg has been doing it all day for East. Gets in there for the touchdown. 33-20 for East, with 7:34 left here in the game. And East showing why they're going to be in the playoffs next week. Come back from being down 14-0 to currently lead 33-20.
That last goal really going to hurt the West side. I mean, their spirits are really not going to be that high anymore.
And they go for the 2 yard conversion and make it. So it's 35-20, and a brilliant maneuver by the East coaching staff. They go up 35-20 over the West team. A 15-point lead, meaning that West would have to make 3 scores unless they could get a couple of 2-point conversions to win this game here, the final 7.5 minutes of play.
That West decides definitely have to put their nose to the grindstone if they want to be able to pull this one out. This is not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy thing to do. They're just going to have to work real hard at it. And if West can do it, all power to them.
East, though, showing their true colors here. And they were the favorites going in, and they've currently taken a 15-point lead with 7:34 left here in the second half. They're setting up to kick off now, and West will probably have Clymer back there to return once again. It's going to need some more Clymer heroics if we're going to hope to pull out this victory. Looks like, though, 42 and 23 for West. We're actually going to go back deep to return this one. Looks like Clymer is getting a break. He's been playing offense and defense all day. Maybe they're trying to rest him a little bit so he can come out there and lead the charge for West here in the final throes of the fourth quarter. East lines up to kick off. Taking after having taken a 15-point lead on a beautiful drive led by Kevin Foley and the rest of the team. And there's the return for West. He's up at the 30. He breaks through. Oh, and then a repeat. Looks like number 23, Joe Correa, will not be caught. Unbelievable. 2 returns for touchdowns. Look at number 23. Oh, my. Number 23 for West, ladies and gentlemen, Joel Correa. Joel with shades of Walt Clymer, returning a kickoff for a touchdown.
That was just the goal West needed. Now they can really break back.
A lot of time left now. Unbelievable. The special teams for East really letting them down today.
That was just the spirit booster the West side needed. The fans in an uproar.
Unbelievable. East still up by a lot, and West needs a 2-point conversion here to get back in this game. 9-point lead for East still, and with that 2-point conversion, East is going to still be in a fairly commanding situation. Clymer recognizes that, so does East, so we'll see if they're able to pull it out. They drop back, go for the conversion. Clymer in a lot of trouble, can't find his man. Oh, he throws back cross field, and there it is! The 2-point conversion to number 84. Bo Gray, once again, Clymer finds Gray. Which is exactly what they needed. Unbelievable. Took almost in a total of 15 seconds off the clock. 35-28, right back in this game. Of course, the only bad thing about this situation is that the defense has got to get right back on the field. Didn't get a chance to rest at all. Hopefully, they're pumped up. Little footballs being thrown back and forth. And the coach now, Coach Smith, out there with the West defense, telling them if they can just hold East, we've got a shot of tying this game, boys. So, West really making a game out of it. Just when you think East is ready to put it away, West will not die. It's currently 35-28. East still in the lead, but a lot of time left now, and this next defensive stand for West could make or break the rest of this game. East up by a touchdown. 7:21 remaining. West ready to kick off now. 84-32. Back deep for East. Brian Jacoby and Josh Steinberg. And here's the kickoff for West. Getting ready. 7:21 left here in the game. It's been a fine bowl. It's a high-scoring game. A lot of action. A lot of emotion on both sides. Here's the kickoff. And the return for East on his own 10-yard line. Running out. Gets a pretty good return after the 27-yard line.
The West defense stopped that East player real quick. They don't want him getting past anymore.
Well, the special teams for West really haven't let him down today. And the special teams for East have really let West stay in this game. The Lions scoring 2 touchdowns off of special teams. Walt Clymer with an 85-yard run back for a touchdown. And just a moment ago, Joel Correa, number 23 for West, running back for another 80-yard run back touchdown. But now Foley sets back, fake, and up to open. The number 42 was wide open. However, a very 5-yard gain there was complete to Josh Steinberg.
Kevin Bricker stopped that East player right hard there, ran him down real fast.
So 2nd and 5 now for Cherry Hill East.
West defense knows they're going to have to stop these real fast and real hard so they can get their offense back on the field.
1, 2, 3 and out. That's West strategy. But East knows if they can grind out the clock, they can still win this by a touchdown. So this is a very important drive for Foley, East, And it's a very important defensive stand for West. Pitch out, up to right side. It's the first down, and he breaks the tackle into the West secondary. If number 45 doesn't get him, number 42 must get him. Kevin Bricker saves West and saves the touchdown for East, but boy, oh boy, is strike and counter-strike out here in the fourth quarter. Both sides really emotionally uproar right now. Pandemonium on the field. It's incredible. I wouldn't want to be a couch right now. But now they're bringing it back. There must have been a flag on the play. Let's see if we can get a replay and see what happened. We're going to try and track down that flag for you. But they're calling that one back. It must have been a holding against the Cougars. Let's see if we can see it. Foley lines up here. Let's see if we can find the holding and the flag. It was a huge play. Where is the holding? Oh, we can't see it there. Unfortunately, not in our camera range, but the important thing is it's now 2nd and 14 instead of the Cougars being on the Lion 18-yard line. So the East coaching staff must be eating his heart out right now. Foley, though, again completing a pass. It's like it's the same thing all over. It's deja vu all over again, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Foley just keeping his cool.
The west side just brought him down real fast. I didn't let him go all those yards and eat him on the west side.
Still a first down for East, though, with 5:44 left to go in the game. And all East cares about is grinding out the clock. So while they weren't able to be inside the West 20, still a Cougar first down at their own 32-yard line. Excuse me, at their own 42-yard line. So Foley is still managing to get a first down for the Cougars and eating up time, which is what he needs to do to win this game. Drops back, draw play, and another big hole for East. And they keep on going, breaking tackles left and right. Number 32, Josh Steinberg, really doing a fine job. Steinberg, who's also a senior this year, really putting forth a fine effort here in his last East-West Thanksgiving Day bowl game. But it's another first down for East. And 5:04 now left in the game. The clock winding down. West knows they're not only battling East, they're battling the clock. Only about 5 minutes left. They understand this is a very important defensive drive because while they were able to get one touchdown back, they need to get another one, and they can't let East score again. Foley off to number 31 up the left side for a gain of about 6, 7. Let's drive in. Craig Churkis carrying that ball. And again, the blocking for East really holding together that offensive line. They've really got to be proud of themselves because they're able to blow off the Lions defenders there.
4:20 left in the quarter. Second down, 4 yards to go.
Second and 4, approaching 4 minutes left here in the game. East driving. West needs to make their stand here. They need to have some time back to get that touchdown back, and they're not going to be able to do that if East is able to eat up the clock. Foley drops back, looks for his receivers right, finds number 84, who drops it. Brian Jacoby hit right in the numbers, drop that ball. He's got to be upset with himself. 3:57 left in the game. Not only did he drop that pass, but because of the incomplete pass, the clock was stopped, something East did not want to do. It's now 3rd and 4. This is it. This is the biggest defensive stand now for West of the game. If they can't hold East here, they might not have enough time to come back. So they really need to put forth their best defensive effort here. Everybody knows it. Let's just sit back. Oh, it's a false start from it. It might be a false start from East there.
Flag on the play.
There was a flag on the play. It's either offsides on West, which would be very costly. False start East. Oh, my.
That's just the break West needed. Maybe they can break back now.
That has got to hurt. Somebody on that offensive line moved. And now, instead of 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 9. But we can't underestimate Foley. He's made too many third down conversions to underestimate him at this juncture. That's why he's in there. Kevin Foley, also a senior, 6'2", 195 pounds, has a good field vision. 3rd and 9. We need the defensive stand for West, but East knows it needs its play. Foley drops back, looks for his receiver long, and he finds Steinberg. Number 84. Oh, Jacoby, excuse me. He finds Brian Jacoby. What a clutch play from Foley to Jacoby. And the Cougars get their first down and manage to continue to keep the clock running. Only 3:40, approaching 3:40 left here in the game. And that could have been the play that allowed East to move on to victory. We can't say enough about Kevin Foley, who threw that ball right up there to Brian Jacoby. Excellent play. Kevin Foley sets up, audibles to his players. Drops back, pitch to number 32, handoff. Oh my, that was a big hole over the right side. Steinberg, the handoff to Steinberg. Did you see that hole, Jennifer?
Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe it. East, just when you think the East might be going down and West having a chance to break back, East just goes get it. I mean, now you know why they're going off to the playoffs next week. This is the reason why. Is all these, they're getting in there right at the clincher. I mean, you just can't believe it. It's amazing.
Kevin Foley to Steinberg, Jacoby, people rising to the occasion. That's what you look for in a team of champions. And East looks like they're going to be able to do just that today, unless West is able to come up with a real defensive stride here. But, oh, and there's the offsides from West. Draw off. I don't know if that was a hard count from Foley or what, but it looks like West was offsides there. And that's the call. So that's a costly play now because it's only 1st and 5. And that'll put East, I believe, on the 10-yard line of the Lions.
Offside. That's West.
So West was offsides. East will start 1st and 5 on the 10-yard line of the Lions.
1st and 5.
Foley will line up. He knows if he can get another touchdown, there probably won't be enough time for West to come back. So Foley lines up. 2 backs in the backfield. Off to Steinberg, but a nice defensive effort there. Really only a 1-yard gain.
Brought down by
Kevin Brickner brought him down, and Brickner saved a couple touchdowns today. Doing a fine job on the defensive end. It's now 2nd and 4 on the 9-yard line of the Lions. The Lions know they cannot allow a touchdown, but East has been very tough inside the 10-yard line. They've scored a lot in here all year long, and we've seen it today. Foley lines up. 2 backs again lined up to the left of Foley. Pitches back to Steinberg. Once again, very close to getting that first down. Steinberg, though, has those strong, powerful legs. 5'10", 175 pounds. He's wiry, he's in there, and he knows how to take a hit. Timeout called on the field. Corrects us up every year, does a fine job. Mr. Hawes, Mr. Hampson, and everybody else along the team. I also like to thank the Cherry Hill School Board and the Cherry Hill the principals of both schools who always are out here and put forth a fine effort. And I'd like to also thank all of you. And here's the play. Foley to number 42. Oh, very close. And there it is. Touchdown, East. Well, let's see that on the replay. He was out there. He was about 8 yards out. And now all of a sudden we have a flag on the field. But let's check out the replay first. Here's Foley. He lines up. He fakes the pitch out, and then he throws to number 42, who breaks a couple tackles and crosses the plane with that goal line. Scott Peeler. We haven't heard much from him all day, but now there was a flag on the play, which was against West, which I believe will be declined. Now wait a minute. Now they're saying there was a personal foul against West. A little bit of confusion down the field. One of the officials ruled touchdown, but now they're spotting the ball on the 1-yard line. So it's now a goal line stand, kind of a break for West, because it seems to me that East now lines up for the extra point. Oh, and they go back, and they do not make the 2-point conversion. So with 1:36 left to go, East lined up for the extra point, after the personal foul from West, then tried to make the two-point conversion on the fake and did not make it. So the score is now 41 East, 28 West, with 1:36 left here in the fourth quarter. 1:36 to go. East has got to be feeling confident. Down. There's the kick. There's Correa, and he drops it, but he breaks left, and again, he's got blockers. He's sweet, and he's still through. And an excellent return once again.
That was an excellent play by Joel Correa. Amazing. He's been breaking back so many times during this game. It's amazing how he still has enough adrenaline to do it.
East has played well, but their special teams, if anybody is watching these tapes, and I'm sure the people in the playoffs will be, East has got to work on their special teams if they expect to go far in the playoffs. You can't afford that kind of weakness, those kinds of run backs against teams that are, against any team, has kept West in this game. 41-28, 1:26 left to go. Clymer lines up. He knows he's got to score quickly and get back into this game. So he lines up. He's looking for a long pass, I'm sure. He's got a lot of time, a lot of protection. There's the pass to number 40. Not a lot of room. He can't get outside.
No, he's pulled down by like 6 East players.
Michael Binder. He finds his favorite target out there. Also looks like there's a flag on the play. We see that flag on the play. Oh, it looks like, and the East players are clapping. I guess that's it. Oh, and it's against West. So that'll negate the Binder reception. And only 1:13 left here in the game. And West is back to their own 46-yard line. Excuse me, 44-yard line. A couple of long pass plays to the sidelines. He wants to conserve time as well as get as many yards as possible. He's looking right. Oh, he might be sacked here. It looks bad for Clymer. And West just continues to go backwards. East putting the nails in the coffin, doing what they need to do to win. Only 46 seconds left in the game. And West, it's not looking good for West. East has finally, I think, managed to stave off any last attempts from West to win this game. 41-28, 33 seconds left.
Not only does West have to make 2 touchdowns to even win this game, they also have time against them, 25 seconds going down, and it's 3rd down, 39 to go. I mean, it's not looking too good for West right now. It's going to take a miracle for them to win.
Well, here's a play, open field to Binder, but only 14 seconds left. Clock stopped with 12 seconds left at the 1st down for West. But at this time, I think we can safely say that East will win. We'll stay here, of course, for the final score. But at this time, I'd just like to thank everybody for watching. Wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'd like to say hi to Mom and Dad, who I'm sure are home cooking up the turkey. And we'll be home soon. Jennifer, how does it feel to be the first woman broadcaster of a football game in American history?
Well, I'm just really thankful to be part of it, and I'm thankful to be able to have this nice brother-sister team going here. And I think it's been a lot of fun, and I thank you for doing this with me.
Well, it's been great to be back. Of course, I graduated from West 5 years ago now, and it feels just like yesterday in some respects. My heart goes out to all the players out there. I recognize the efforts on both sides. West, who was the underdog throughout and led through much of the first half, and even later on in the game, was just outmatched at the end. Their defense was on the field a little bit too long. With only 12 seconds to go, Clymer lines up with the players, and here we are, the final drama, the final chapter. 12 seconds to go here in the game. Clymer with his last play of his West career. We wish him well. He's done a fine job all day. And to all the seniors who will go on to their collegiate lives, here it is. It's a long pass play. Picked off, it looks like. No, incomplete. Incomplete. 5 seconds left to go. It was in the crowd. 3 East players had a shot at it, as did Binder for West. Nobody came up with it. And we'll have time for one more play here in the game. All right, here we go. Clymer will line up here one more time for his last play of his high school career, as will all the rest of the seniors. Everybody put forth a tremendous effort here today. Been a lot of good positives on both sides. I think East knows they're going to have to work on their special teams. But aside from that, their offense and their defense seem pretty solid. And here we are as we set up for the final play of the game. Climber, way back. Looks like they're just going to let the clock run out as soon as the whistle blows. Looks like they're not even going to have anything here. We're just going to have the ball snapped, and I think that'll about do it. They just run out the clock. All right, for Jennifer Ayrton, this is Michael Ayrton saying, thank you for joining us here at Jonas C. Morris Stadium on a Thanksgiving Day game. The final score, Cherry Hill East 41, Cherry Hill West 28. It's been a pleasure joining you. Jennifer, any final words?
I'd just like to say that although West did not win, they played their hardest and they put out a good show for all these people who came out there. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and watching the game. And I'd like to thank everyone for just tuning in, for the hope of watching this show. And look at this. It's a great
show of sportsmanship here at the end.
That's right. There's no hard feelings, although it is same town, East versus West. We're all in the same town, and that same town spirit is shared by all.
Congratulations to both teams. For Jennifer Ayrton, this has been Michael Ayrton, and for Cable 18, we are out of here. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.